back to your G&T Breakfast Show. Time now 7:32, and it's a very exciting time for Tom and I this morning because we are being joined by Lara from the Queen's Hall in Narberth. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you both?
Well, I think we're both well. Yeah, we're good, aren't we?
Very well, all the better because of what we're about to talk about, Lara. You're in for a delicious day tomorrow.
Very much so, Tom. Very much so. A very cheesy day. I look forward to it.
Oh. Now this is the second one that I'm aware of. And I went last year with Abigail, and we had a little walk around with Helen as well. And it was brilliant last year. But from what I gather, Lara, you've made it even bigger and better.
Even bigger and better. That's right. So we've got even more cheese for the cheese festival, and even more pickles and accoutrements, if you like, and 2 floors of craft as well. So even more
Oh,
craft
right,
upstairs.
lovely.
Yeah, yeah. And the restaurant, Block and Barrel, are going to put on a special menu as well. So if you fancy some hot food as well, you can pop in there.
Oh my goodness, I was unaware of the Block and Barrel jumping on board with this as well. So you got tasty food that you can have there and then. Admittedly, you could just buy a block of cheese and whack that in your mouth as well. But you've got all these stall holders coming down, and it's food from like predominantly Pembrokeshire, but it's all over food as well, isn't it? And focusing on those cheese and, as you mentioned, those accoutrements. Great word there.
Yes, exactly. So every stallholder, the products will be made within Wales. So the cheese, I think the furthest we go up is maybe mid Wales. But we've really tried hard to promote Pembrokeshire stuff. So we've got a ton of local producers. You know, all the great ones. So the Chili Farm, um, the Spring Hollow. Have you heard of those? They're organic wine, really very
Oh,
lovely. If you like wine and cheese
Ooh.
together. The Choc Shop, so they opened up in Saundersfoot not long
yeah.
ago. If you had the opportunity to go down, it's quite lovely. Reese Honey is another favourite of mine. So she has different apiaries all around Pembrokeshire, and some in Colby Lodge, some in um, Princess Gate, and then so each honey tastes different. It's really lovely.
Oh,
No
Yeah, really
way.
lovely. Yeah, and of
gorgeous.
course it's all lovely with cheese.
Yeah, I was going to say this is an opportunity actually for anybody here in Pembrokeshire, even businesses or bed and breakfast, anybody or like restaurants that serve food to come and have a look at this festival as well, because you can try lots of things, and like you say, there's lots and lots of companies who are going to be bringing their very best of what they do, and it's a great opportunity.
It really is. Yeah, definitely. There's such a big appetite with the tourism for Welsh
Mm,
produce.
yeah.
And this really does showcase everything that we can offer. It's very exciting. Yeah, we're really, really pleased to be doing it again this year.
Yeah. One thing that I found last year going was just how many stall holders you got into the hall and onto the 2 floors above. Is it going to be a similar experience where you're just going to be like just amazed by how many producers there are?
Yes, definitely. So I think we're looking at around 26 in the main hall. There's a couple in the foyer and outside, and then maybe on the 2 floors, I hazard a guess at 20. So you
Wow.
are quite right. You're surprised how many we can fit in. Yeah, it's really good fun. And it's such a good vibe as well. Like, everyone's in such a good mood because,
Mm.
everyone loves cheese, and you get to have lots of samples, and the bar will be open as well. So if you want to stay a bit longer, you can have a seat and eat your cheese and have a beer and have a nice time.
Oh, it sounds so relaxing. It sounds wonderful. And another thing which I like is because you get to taste lots of different cheeses. There's always lots to sample. Um, so it's giving you that opportunity rather than having to buy a big block of cheese and thinking, oh, actually, I don't like that. It's giving you that choice. And you end up buying more, actually.
Yeah, exactly that. And the ranges, we've got a bigger range than we had a great range last year, but this year we've got like more sheep's cheese this year.
Mm.
And
Ooh.
one producer is using the whey from the sheep's cheese to make vodka, which you can try tomorrow, which is just amazing, isn't it?
Wow.
So I didn't even know that was possible. So I'm very excited to try that. We've got all the usual, so like Snowdonia, which is just gorgeous,
Mm.
Tybee cheese, Pant Marrow, which is very local to us. And then we've got Golden Hooves as well, which is from West.
Oh.
And it's really, if you like cheddar, it will blow. It's the best I've ever tried. It's so nice. And that's the one Block and Barrel will be using in their hot dinners. So Well, so if you like it in block and barrel, hop in and then you can buy a block. So it's almost like we've planned it that way.
Yeah.
Almost. I love the fact that they're making vodka out of the whey. It puts a different spin on. Is it a nursery rhyme that your kids and whey and what you
Yeah.
do with that? It's like,
Yeah.
I'll have my kids over here and I'll have my vodka over here, please. Thank you very much.
It's just a prime example of how like clever and sort of revolutionary the products in Wales actually are. Like we really are forging ahead in the UK with the food and produce we make in this area. So I'm really pleased to be showcasing it tomorrow.
Yeah. And it's great for sustainability and your carbon footprint. All of these producers, like you've been listing off them as we've been going along, they're all within X number of miles. You said the furthest is about mid Wales, which, let's be honest, is no more than about an hour and a half away. These are local producers, and you probably know someone who knows someone that does it.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's so lovely when you get the opportunity to speak to the people making those products, the history, the knowledge, the process. It really sort of, you can get really in tune with what you're eating, which is such a lovely experience, to spend time talking with those producers as well.
Yeah, well, it's become more important to everybody, isn't it, to find out where their food is from, and
Yeah.
the love that's come from it as well, and the story behind it. So
Yeah.
yeah, great.
So, what are those details then, Lara? Where is it? What time? Is there an entry free? Like, what are the deets?
So it's tomorrow, which is Saturday. It's 10 till 5 p.m. So a nice long day for you. It's at the Queen's Hall in Narberth. So obviously we're in the high street in the town. If you are bringing a car, come early because we are expecting quite high numbers. But there's also like overflow car parks all around town. So just make sure that if maybe you could car share actually, that would be nice. But yeah, please just be aware that town will be really, really busy.
Or get dropped off so you can enjoy some of that vodka or a beer in the bar.
Now then, that's a good
Yeah,
idea,
that's a good
Gina.
idea.
Now we're talking. I just want to pick up on one point you just made there, Lara, about talking to the stallholders. Last year, when me and Abigail went round, they were all so willing to share their knowledge and their why they do what they do, and actually proposing, oh, if you have this, this goes well with this type of food and this kind of meat. And it's not just cheese that's on show tomorrow. You've mentioned the drink there as well, but there's other bits and pieces that you can get to complement the whole experience as well.
Exactly that, yeah. So I mean, it's just, and do you know what's wonderful is the stall holders work together as well. You can sort of
Yeah.
see new collaborations being forged in the room between potential maybe like a pickle producer and a cheese producer, and it's just such a really rounded, wholesome experience for everyone involved. Yeah, it's really good.
Lovely. And it's giving us some ideas actually towards Christmas as well. I was thinking, because they're really nice hampers, aren't they, to put together?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I know. And do you know, it's
Don't
going to be
say
here
it. I love
before we know
Christmas.
it.
And then with the Queen's Hall, Narberth is always a thriving place for lots of things going on. Do you want to give us a bit of a run through as to what else we can expect there?
Well, I might have a little exclusive for you, actually, which if you're
Ooh.
interested.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
This time
goodness,
of
yes,
evening.
please.
We like the gossip.
So later today, if all being well, Julian Marley, who is Bob Marley's son, is going to announce a gig at the Queen's Hall in. I can't
Oh.
give you any more details than that, but it will be this year, nearly in winter. So that's a very exciting thing, which is why I'm up so early and I'm quite chatty. Very exciting, yes.
That's
But more
amazing.
close to home, we've got a Bon Jovi, Bob Jovi, who's Bob Bon Jovi tribute coming up on the 8th, which is very exciting. And we've also got, this is fun, excuse me, the Music Venue Trust we're a member of, and they've given us some funding to put on a gig, and we're going to do Sister Bodie, which is Jodie Marie and Bella Collins. And that's going to be a
Lovely.
lovely, lovely gig. And those tickets will be buy one, get one free. So I'll
Ooh.
definitely be putting more information about that over the weekend on our website and socials.
Lovely. Sister Bodie regular features on the BB Scone Pembrokeshire Music Show as well every Sunday from 7 p.m. So if you want to try before you buy, as it were, even though it's buy one get one free, you might as well just half the ticket price of that one and go with your mates and have a great time. Lovely things coming up there then. And tomorrow, first and foremost, we have got the Narberth Cheese Festival, 10 a.m. free entry until 5 p.m. So get down there and fill your boots.
Fabulous.
Lovely.
Yeah, please do.
Lara, you just mentioned that you've got a Bon Jovi act coming your way in a couple of weeks. Should we put some Bon
Indeed.
Jovi on?
Yes, please. Let's wake everyone up.
Yeah, let's turn this one up. It's 7:42 here this morning, and Gina, Lara's not the only person that we're chatting to this morning.
Oh no, we have got Michael Pugh coming up at 8:15 this morning to talk the Langham Literacy Festival, which is coming up very, very soon here in Langham.
Lovely. Right, I'm just pressing lots of buttons. Let's do this. Let's do this. Moving down. So I just realised what the time was. It's much later than I thought it was. Right, Lara, thank you so much for joining us here this morning. Have a great day tomorrow, and I can't wait to hear what your favourite cheese was, if there is such a thing as a favourite single cheese. I'm still yet to find it because they're all blooming marvellous. Speak to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Feel Good Friday on Pure